Bam!
April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber.
Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be they're from Tenma Taro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene.
Emma? Ooh, the frick? Yeah, keep that voice. That actually works for him.
I asked first.
Who are you?
Who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing the crime scene.
Well, at least I don't have to do Emma. Under arrest, but.
Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now quietly come, or else I don't want to be late for lunch.
Please wait. We're Miss Mayor Tenma's lawyers.
Well, why didn't you say so? You're the lawyers I heard about.
You didn't give us a chance to say. You just came. Why are you here at the crime scene? Get out of here! I'm going to arrest you for disturbing it.
Ha 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 ha! I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends the good of our citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need.
Is he the fox? Is he from this town? Is he the fox then? I don't know.
It would explain why I can't attend a match.
In my catchphrase, in justice we trust.
Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half.
So, what can I do for you?
You can take a look at my attorney's badge.
Justice need backup sometimes, too. So I don't mind you asking for help, but you should stop by thinking things over for yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step. Ha ha ha.
If you don't have any information to offer, you could just say so. So would it be okay if we had to look around?
Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or I'll have you deal with my little friend here.
Yeah, 'cause is he reaching for his... Well, there it is. Yeah.
In justice we trust.
It's just his badge.
You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross the police line.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck, let me know how it goes. I'll bet he's as dense as heroes come.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing the line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping in justice. That would be you. It would be you, Epe.
I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you say?
That's right.
Are you trying to say that justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
Well, I'm justice. We're justice over here.
What? No, silly, we're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice.
No, it can't be.
What is this, right?
Oh, Lord. Sweating bullets, too. You have him on the ropes now, Athena. I mean, you have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we're to use if we're on the side of justice, would you let us through?
Guarding a crime scene is part of justice too.
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? I see what she's doing.
Oh, justice is the most just here.
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, why would you have me down?
I think we really got to him. He's pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our police of justice must have a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy.
Should I stop them or let them through? Who's justice and more unjust?
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right, a search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence that we can use in the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from a different angles. You never know what's hiding just around a corner, right? Can we 3D this scene?
Oh yeah, this one has up, down, left, right.
Damn. And change our perspective with Is a particular spot you want to examine? Just give it a tap. Let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. Let's get started.
Now we have the examine button. Ooh.
Whoa.
This is cool.
Not much to see on this side. Maybe I should go check the other side. We have the tag at the bottom, the red tag, too. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can lift it up and,
Freeze.
Yikes.
No disturbing the crime scene evidence. Even if you are the mayor's lawyer.
He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth.
You wait till now to tell me? I better get over there once. Just as we trust.
That was surprisingly easy. Okay, if I'll have another chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Looks like a large bloodstained cloth. The blood's probably Alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how I got here. And why does this seem important?
Oh, it didn't add it to the court record. Interesting.
Not at all. So this is where Alderman Cuby's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good.
Never fear. Detective Fulbright's here.
Yikes.
Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation. So, in the name of justice, I must say goodbye.
What was that all about?
Okay.
Check the door. The Britain Chamber. They say the demon Tenma was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we can get this door open? It's worth a try. No good. Shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
And Fulbright we trust.
Yikes.
Did I just hear a voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've even tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either.
So an unopenable door, right.
According to Miss Dixie Timber, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Forget what I said. Forgot I just said that.
So the written chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind.
This detective is something else. Can't look at that.
Maybe I have to turn around in some way, shape, or form. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in Alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird. And it must be one big bird, and none of that friendly yellow type either. Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman Cubey with a spear. More plausible than saying a monster or yokai did it. Sort of burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is definitely, by definition, a monster. Wow, that's a pricey-looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So he's a prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about.
That stinks.
Oh, poor Mr. Tenma, Sniffle. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Look, the statue only has one tail. Maybe it's a nine-tailed fox's sidekick. But the number of tails represents the yokai's power. So if you had two Apollo, I'd only have one. Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me. Got it. Like I said, what? I think she's talking about like ponytails.
No. Maybe ponytails to a degree, but like also like I kind of detected a Naruto reference here with the tailed beast. Like, oh, just because they have less tails doesn't mean they're weaker. Like all the tailed beasts are still extremely powerful. So yeah, that counted for both of them.
Sounds a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in the manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongues.
Stomp, stomp.
Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons eat canned food. I always wondered what they ate besides people.
Doesn't look like anything else on this way.
It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used it in these drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge?
Poor Xena.
That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis, this strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. So nothing with that. What about the chandelier? Can you look up?
I've put
Also,
put it over that.
there's something behind the door as well.
Oh, hi there.
There's something behind the door. Whatever it is, it looks like it's broken.
Oh, it's the same as what's on the left.
Probably broke when the door was open. Why would anyone put something there? Yeah, that wasn't very smart. So the other one's clear off it too. So something moved. Maybe it was Jinxie. She was the first one to discover the body. She must have heard the screams and come running here in a panic. Well, look at you, Apollo. Now you're using analytical psychology too. I am? Wow, you really learned quick. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You're the ace attorney of Write Anything Agency.
Yay!
Can't tell whether she's serious or not. Now, if Tracy said something like that, I'd immediately know she was messing with me. Nothing on that light bulb on the right? But they're behind the kitten name?
Nope.
Nothing. Got some belts up there, too. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know.
Are you sure about that?
I waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. Ooh, something beside that chair. Something sparkling. Right side of the armrest.
Oh, this?
Yep.
What the? Why is there blood on it?
What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox, the Tenmataro, battling it out. Be careful, Apollo. It's got blood on it. Really? Hey, you're right. I wonder if it's the Alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, it isn't the first I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out when something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too?
Yes, be an actor. Be an actor, Apollo. Was this probably what whacked him in the head? Can't.
Definitely could have.
Well, it's pointed, so like it would be really weird to bludgeon someone with that top end.
Yeah.
Oh.
The belts are there. The vent is there. Huh, that looks like an air vent. Pretty high up there. What if you got a running start and jumped? I don't even a high jumper could make it. Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper. Even so, that must be about 9 feet high. Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice. She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. Look, trophies. Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman Kyubi. The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Division winner. Tama Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Oh, that's important. Yokai Division. I don't know. You could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's gonna hire a masked lawyer, Athena. And this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about... The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. Looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman Kyubi have a pet fox?
What could the fur be?
Guess that was everything. Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo. Do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. In
Justice we trust!
Ah!
Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct.
So we went through the air duct? I heard it through the air ducts.
Yeah, check it out.
But why would she hear you through there?
Why don't we go into the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to the air duct and that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears.
And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking. Maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something.
A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room. Do you?
I guess you're right.
But it is going to be relevant, isn't it?
Yep. Speaking of things in this room,
Yeah?
can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright?
Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I can't reveal facts pertaining to the prosecutor's case.
Aw, come on. Throw us a bone here. Excuse us, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need.
I suppose I did say that. But those need is what justice is all about. But keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is most just? Why is this always so hard?
Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto? To serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto.
Yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice.
We did it, Apollo.
This is so dumb. What is this detective?
Yeah. We did it all right, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene?
That's right. And this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Did she took a picture?
I didn't notice the T.
Yeah, I noticed the cup, but it didn't let us investigate it.
Okay.
I tried clicking on it, it didn't let us.
Spears on him and the couch is already over. It's in his front. Okay.
Miss Tenma had her key, allowing her immediate access.
A key, so then the Fox chamber was locked.
Yes, and Mr. Tenma had the only key to its door.
Really? So Alderman Kyubi didn't have a key to the Fox chamber?
Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. That's not suspicious.
Guess who had a lovely set of 3 keys on his neck?
Yep.
Disappeared. Do you think the killer took it?
Could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. Ha 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 ha.
You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just a plain old meme.
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls.
Shameless rascal. Who even says that?
He does, apparently.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind.
You don't actually think the murder was some sort of monster, do you?
What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from that black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
Our prime suspect would, no doubt, love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left feathers and tracks behind. To make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm just as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect.
That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound enough like a villain. And he's really scary looking too.
Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested?
Ha ha ha, don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Mr. Tenma. Victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma. Only others around were Mr. Flitch and the Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet, just living up to his name, I guess.
Also, I don't know if it's just like bags under his eyes. Like, could this be a mask that he's wearing? It kind of seems like the shadings for the eyes is Just looks weird. It looks like it could be a mask and his eyes are beneath the mask.
You think they're doing like a raccoon thing, or
Yeah, it could be. I think it might. It feels like it could be a mask. We don't know
here's
for
what
sure.
worries me. What worries me about his current appearance is that his cloth looks very similar to the green one on the floor.
Yes.
Should go talk to him again when we got the chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all?
She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. They've used that motive before. Oh, she has no reason to murder her father. Oh, no, there's definitely a reason. Yeah. This time they're like, oh, nope, no reason at all. Nope, don't worry about it. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear?
Sure enough, the spear looks even bigger than her.
That's about all I can reveal at this time. Can we have an autopsy? Can we have that? If that one's been done yet?
They'll probably give it to us at the start of court.
Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
I bet it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
Prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial.
That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is unless you've faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
Clavier? Or
No, it's not Clavier.
Garden?
I know who the prosecutor of this game is. I didn't know this detail about him.
What the? Is this some kind of joke? Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor?
Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of imagination. That's their baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job.
But he's a convicted murderer, no matter how you look at it. That's just insane.
Who better to find a killer than a killer? Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter.
This really is a dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackwell, would he?
Ooh. Bingo! Simon Blackwell. So you have heard of him.
You could say that.
Does she know him personally already?
That's supposed to mean.
Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackwell.
The Twisted Samurai, is that because he's a criminal?
Well, yes and no. You could also say that it has to do with the effect his crime had on things.
How so?
His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of law.
What? And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow?
Ha ha ha! Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you.
That's reassuring, I guess.
Well, you kiddos knock yourselves out. I can't wait to see how you do tomorrow.
Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot?
He's barefoot? What the heck?
That'd be dumb. This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off.
I need to continue wetting my throat because Blackwell's voice is going to wreck my voice really quickly. Oh, I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot?
He had it stolen?
So his shoes were stolen by the guy, huh?
Yeah. Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier.
The shoes the guy dropped, that's his.
Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must totally be on the side of justice.
Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole them from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. I'm actually curious what happens if Trucy meets Mr. Filch.
Oh dear. Is he gonna steal her magic panties?
But I feel like she's going to steal something off him, because she's just as good. Or she'll notice things.
It's awful, terrible, I say. Somebody help.
Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch?
No. Name Filch. Phineas Filch.
Keep on pilfering, you may wind up a jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch?
Oh, it's just terrible, I tell you. Come quick.
Okay. What's the deal with them all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask.
It's made of Ninetales mask.
The Amazing Ninetales. Alright, the rest of them appeared during the festival special event. What's the mask doing here?
He'd never take his mask off like this. Someone must have killed him.
What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. So what makes you believe the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered?
He has white hair. Yeah, you want to know, huh? You're a studious one, aren't you?
Yes, just tell me, please.
Well, it's like this. I've dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. I ain't know about joining me on a quest for championship spell. What a team! Me and a bandit's mask, and you and that demon mask of yours.
Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Does that insinuate he's wearing a mask?
Sure.
Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually. Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already.
We still can't investigate, search around this room. Man, Ninetales in our village to save you. Don't you forget it. His trademark, golden cape, made it look like Ninetale Fox's tails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. Sparked a monstrous craze, revitalizing Ninetales fairs, and blink of an eye, yeah. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Ha ha ha.
The Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing.
Yeah. Pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here.
I'm proud to be from the same village as him.
I'm to think that you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales.
Yeah, I know a lot of people told me I look like a yokai.
Since when was that a compliment? Ouch, what's the big idea?
What's he taking this time? Yeah, check your pocket. Oh, he's put something in our pocket, huh?
Can we trust it, though? Hey, how'd you do that?
Keep it. I got lots more.
So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside?
That's the only part of it. Memories is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Nantes Vale is he was killed by Timotaro.
You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you?
That we are. We love conspiracy theories, too. Like the mayor's diabolical plot.
The mayor of Tenma-town? What is he plotting?
Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenmataro. That's where he wants to murder. He'll open a forbidden chamber once he's in control.
That's quite a tale.
Ain't finished yet. There's only one person who can stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma-town and stop the municipal merger. Oh dear.
I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about Alderman's murder, remember? Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what we were doing at the time of the murder?
So the caretaker's office. Got any entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I make double sure no one came in. Clear view of the foyer from where I work.
You must be talking about the small room in the upper right. Definitely looks like you can keep track of the coming and going from there. And you have an alibi to back up your statement up, Mr. Filch?
I do. Indeed, I was with the mayor 10 months aside. Flaunt Lebels. That's the killer. 100% that this guy's gonna be the killer.
Yep. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, alright. And nobody came in and out of the manor around that time of the murder?
Keep out here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. If anyone did, the security camera would have spotted him. There's a contradiction right there. We already have a contradiction. The camera's only pointed at that door.
Yep.
It's like if
If it
someone
was pointed at the stair set, it might have been a little better. Because then they'd have to go up the stairs, but I mean...
You know, like, and the caretaker's office is out of range of it. It's like, just so simple. Such a contradiction right there.
And no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So do you think this mask is the real deal?
Without a doubt. Here's the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales.
What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask?
Could have, yeah.
Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean?
Means Ninetales was at the scene of the crime.
Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger? No way. Could the Amazing Ninetales and Alderman actually be? Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something since she works here.
Anything else to say about this? Hey, that's it. The Amazing Ninetales mask. You're aiming to sell it, ain't you? Why would you think of it if it's left?
No, I'm not trying to sell it. It could be a key piece of evidence.
Too bad. I thought I'd hook you up with this buyer I know.
Wait, you want me to sell it?
Okay, where'd she go then?
Why don't you check the notes for the... Oh, there we go.
Or we could just go everywhere and see what clicks. April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Yeah, she's here.
Oh look, there's Jinxie.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products.
a charm to make a better milkshake and another cure to my lactose intolerance.
I feel you. Maybe she should stick just to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me.
It's the demon lawyer.
Not another warding charm. Apollo, who is she? Oh, right, this is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first one to come to the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name is Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy?
She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case.
Wait. How don't I know? How do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive?
Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place.
Poor little Trucy.
But ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
Not much. At least, not yet.
But do you think Tenma Taro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival?
I don't know anything about that.
Huh, but you said Tenma Taro murdered the alderman. Okay, Jinxie, you can tell me. Yikes, what was that for?
People see things differently when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters.
Ah, go on in there.
Trying to hide something.
So if they're a monster, do you mean I'm human?
No, you're still a demon.
Oh, I give up. It seems Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenma Taro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
That's...
You gave this to me when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Temataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right?
That's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too.
Alright then.
Why do you think Temataro's the killer?
I saw him. I saw him with my own eyes. Temataro's right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What?
What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
Called the place after I stumbled on his scene. I was about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer.
Toward the foyer. Mr. Bilton and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Temataro, too.
And they're obviously gonna say they didn't see it.
Sounds like we better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Temataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Temataro Jinxie said she saw. Don't be ridiculous.
Temataro is the killer, and he can fly too.
Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So no one knows the amazing Ninetales' true identity.
Uh-huh. You say no one ever seen him without his mask.
Doesn't that make you want to know even more?
Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular.
Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked?
Apollo, why did your brain go there?
Thanks, Apollo.
You
Call
even
him
think like a
man.
demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. So to have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. So why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers.
This mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it.
No one can stop the amazing Ninetales.
She'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard a strange jangly sound. Keys.
A jangly sound. Can you be a little more specific?
My memory's kind of fuzzy. Or is it the staff? Because that staff has rings on it.
Yeah.
But I figured I recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Tenmataro actually... Oh, no. That's you.
Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff?
Good question. Never heard of anything like that since it's not shown on the scroll.
How about the other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with a staff?
This is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed.
And what's with the deal with the Tenmataro you just saw, Jinxie?
It's a fake!
Why don't you tell me you saw Tenmataro earlier?
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Why?
LaBelle? Mr. LaBelle?
Papa's aide.
Oh, right, the other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind. Before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime.
Village superstitions.
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do, Luzak. And then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. Yep,
I
definitely.
think even everyone here knows.
LaBelle's
Sounds like a bunch
definitely
of-
it.
Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Well, we know it's him. It's the question of how. That's going to be the case.
Yep.
Right? The question of how he got out the window. Question of how he managed to impale a spear on a professional wrestler. Like, I'd have a hard time doing that.
But I didn't because I'm from around here.
Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there. You mustn't stare at Denver. Kill yourself if you're not careful. The guy at the special event thing saying almost said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you actually believe this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Nine Tails Vio. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this master of a mystery.
The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Well, we've been in the foyer multiple times and he was not there, or at least the game didn't tell us he was.
Bueno, next stop is Manor Foyer. Without any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. No one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody's left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. The TV program guide. Like someone circled a pro wrestling match.
What do you think you're doing?
Eek, it's a... Oh, Mr. Phillips, what can we do for you? She was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch.
Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business you got doing with my TV listings?
Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today?
Yeah. So the match between a couple old rank amateurs, though. Complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that.
I seriously doubt that. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual at the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that.
Temataro.
So you did see him.
How clean's my clean shiny is your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir? You shine up every day, real pretty like, and the ladies must love it.
Don't change the subject. And the FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Temataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Wow, I really pushed the button there. Well, did you see anything or not?
Hold on.
Him. Yeah, that's him.
Hey, creepo. Oh,
You can do it.
that is pretty and that is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Ah! Forgive me for being pestered, sir.
And you are?
I am Florent Lebel. Bois divine and personal aid to Mayor Demayon Tenma.
Real divine, more like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters.
Oh, excuse you.
Spray? The heck was that for?
It is just a little cologne. You look like you stinky sweat about you. From my own original brand of cosmetics called Jesus Lebel.
I am Labelle.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, what a heavenly scent.
I think it just paralyzed my olfactory receptors.
I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. Yeah, I already hate him too. This guy immediately is giving me Shamspear flashbacks. What do you think, girl?
What was that guy in... The very similar guy who was like dead on the table, like he was...
Yeah,
and he just
Shamspear.
Gets up. Yeah.
Shamspear. Out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player. See, I'm kind of giving him the Shamspear voice already. I have to know, that brand is number 5, bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy.
Where's my bottle of Adio so I can return the favor? Or do? Enough about the cologne. Please tell me what you saw around the time of the murder. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention she saw Temataro.
Why, that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she?
Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions?
Oh, pleasure. I was merely trying to keep with tradition. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster.
That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real?
Well, you're real, aren't you? You sure won't look like a monster.
Look who's talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Temataro?
Ah! Ah! Little Jinxus has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Temataro. He just changed his statement.
Yeah.
As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you.
We got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. 'Tis to think you'd suspect me of all people.
Oh no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same questions. Ah!
How dare you doubt me?
That is an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. He talks about being beautiful, and he's probably one of the ugliest people in this game.
Look, that spritz really helped.
What are we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Fritchie. Answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, here to see for. Exactly. Good answer, Fletchy. Good answer. Just wait, wait a minute. Oh, what was that? You said quite enough.
What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that.
Are we quite through here? I am very busy man, you know.
Right, well, thanks for your help. At least two were in the foyer, but I didn't see Temataro.
Come along, Fritchie. Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Why is the game
But we
making
know
it so
it's there.
obvious? Why are they
I think
making it so obvious?
Because the how is harder. We still have to explain whether someone was actually in that suit flying over the rainbow, so to speak.
You're not going to dig your own grave with the big mouth of yours someday.
Hey, do me a favor, and can you read that newspaper again real quick? The one where he's flying over. Okay. I got everything I need from that. Keep going.
Now, if you would excuse me, it is time to touch up my makeup.
Apollo, I know it sounds strange. But Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Temataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. An interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Temataro?
Is Athena our sister too? Like, is there another daughter of Lamoire that we don't know about?
Is there a third bracelet that was wrapped around her leg? I mean, she has 4 limbs. She could have one more. I'm not exactly sure, but it's like he was obsessed with the thought of Temataro. That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway. Everywhere I turn, it's Temataro this, Temataro that.
Wrong voice, but whatever.
Oh, shit. We should go back to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Temataro.
So bringing us right here.
And we don't have to do much. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Temataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Oh, he's here! It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm waiting till she gets scared the shit out of. I'm Mr. Dustin's partner, Athena Sykes.
I think he won't get. He might not get scared of him. She gets scared of other things, but of something like that scares us, I don't think she'll get scared.
I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Temataro.
Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you too.
You're glad he didn't make a scene of calling him out by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind as gentle looking as I imagined.
See what I tell you?
Yeah.
She's completely unfazed.
Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free.
What the nonsense.
Yikes.
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on is his people skills. So rumor has it you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What does Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson.
No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict.
Do not try to stop me. This is about the father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, Sir Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax, we'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy, they'd probably call him the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Alright, I ought to ask her about the reason behind the merger. It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetails Vale that badly?
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it, my bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie.
Are we gonna
That's
do
where
one
my
here?
bracelet here comes in.
Are we gonna do one of the things here? I forget pursue or whatever.
Yeah. Perceive.
Perceive.
I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Phil, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. Oh yeah, they're doing it here?
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. Here we go, more staring. Yes, I remember this intense feeling of intense concentration. Same theme too. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear, just under his right eye. I had to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Twitch?
Yep,
Yeah,
his
there
eyes
it is.
twitching.
Alright, I got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over his eyes. I gotta pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive... It's freezing for me.
Gotcha!
In terms of tourism, so it's not for tourism. Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please tell us more about your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking the merge with the Nine-Tails Vale?
I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you have to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Nine-Tails Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this.
Which bit is it talking about here?
Yeah, that'd be that.
Would it be this?
Yeah, that is not the yokai thing. That is a wrestling promotion that revitalized the town instead of the actual yokai.
True.
Take that!
Monster craze in Nine-Tails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Nine-Tails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then.
Ugh.
So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town and Nine-Tails Vale? Huh?
Well, uh, uh,
Are you really ready to tell me the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
I figured. Protect her from what?
I've received a threat. Said either I go through with the merger, or my Jinxie dies.
What?
Ooh.
How awful. Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman Kyubia was immensely popular, so you'd have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the murder at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be?
It was a setup. Whoever's doing this wants both the towns for themselves. So you kill one, pin the blame on the other. Both of them are out of the way.
Yep. What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmail merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? Maybe it's time to use it. Evidence revealing his secret identity. The hair on the inside of the mask. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the Amazing Ninetales mask. What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Cubey, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way.
The alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Cubey was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result single-handedly sparked a monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor. And maybe Alderman Cubey had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd. I wonder if Mr. Tenma here was the other one, Tamataro.
I'm confident that he was.
They probably did the setup together and then they went and discussed this.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, do you have any proof of a threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I had been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished.
Gee, I wonder who has it. The blackmailer must have taken it with him after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we're clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, the hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Do you really think that Tamataro Jinxie saw the killer? I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tamataro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on, there wasn't any Tamataro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and the yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face.
Yep. We're talking about yokai.
I'm fine. I'll think of something. Better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial.